Hello everyone, and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. In the last session, we have finally arrived at Brialhaven at long last, our destination for the last, I don't know, like 30 parts or something it feels like. It's probably not that many, but it's been our destination for a long time. And yes, we are finally here. It looks gorgeous. I love these floating water balls and stuff. I wonder if they'll actually, they'll have a purpose in the story at all, or if they're just there because they're cool. But yes, we are looking for an inn at the moment. Let's talk to the priggish ferryman. Aha. You'd like to travel around Brialhaven? Then just say the word. Okay, where is Arena Front Wharf? I don't think we've been there. Obviously, the inn district is where our end goal is. Seabreeze Street. Is that where we came in? Let me just double check. Is Seabreeze Street where we came in from? Oh, that's a new loading screen animation. Like that.
Hello.
Okay, where are we right now? We haven't spoken to that guy. Okay, this is where we came in, but we didn't come down this path because I thought it might cutscene us. Okay, did I miss talking to anyone? I missed talking to a couple of people. Okay, let's do that.
Indeed.
Oh, hello, Rudolph. You're going to be a whatchamacallit? A follower, I feel. Because you have a unique, cool-looking art. Which usually means that you're a follower, but maybe not. We'll see. In the chaos of the tournament, people who don't belong are congregating throughout the city. Like that wretched Elda child. Okay, wait. Reading that, suddenly, not so sure he'll be a confidant. Maybe a villain. Tch, what a ridiculous gathering of lesser tribes. It is because these vulgar groups are allowed to flourish that the country is in such disarray. It's as you say, sir. A country ruled by Rusant is what we need. Okay, never mind. He's a contender. He's a dickhead.
You little bastard, you.
You little bastard. Oh, for the love of... Not my front bloody step. You can't just go sleeping in front of someone's house. Piss off. Can't reason with these lunatics. What in hell made you bastards like this? Ugh, thought Brialhaven a nicer town than this, but it's nothing but corpses and whatever the hell these bastards are. Can't take this. Why is there just a dead bird here? Dead bird, dead rat. Lovely.
My money's on Santa Fe's Fordham.
Okay, so we did go up to that point. We spoke to those guys. We just didn't come up left here. So we got one more dude here.
How did this happen?
Bloody hell, the king's own face, all the way out here in Brialhaven. Did he take his old bloody palace with him? It's balmy. It do be balmy. True. Okay, and what about this guy? That's an interesting outfit.
We haven't much time.
I love that he gets a fucking portrait and it has to fucking be faded out because he's too tall. For Yufa, the island's people must change, and to change them I must first change the country. But no one will heed the words of a pagan like me. Okay, now that is going somewhere. That is definitely going to go somewhere. There's no way that's in there for no reason. We'll definitely be hearing more about that at some point. Okay, so Merchant's Bazaar is where we came from. This is the starting point, so we haven't been to the inn district or the Arena Front Wharf. So let's check out the wharf first, because the inn is where we will end the day. Okay, what are you? Mysterious... Oh, he's got a bug symbol all over his head. Is this where you exchange the gold bugs? Is this where you exchange the gold bugs? Oh, I do believe I know your face from somewhere. Huh? Wait, you're the old man who was in the giant salmon's stomach. Oh, so he is. Huh, I didn't notice that. Ho, 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 none other. How'd you get out?
I mean, truth be told.
Oh, I intended for that worm's belly to be my final resting place. But after running into you young grubs, I longed to see the outside world again. I just gave the worm a little poke with magic to loosen up its belly. From there, why, it was no trouble at all. You fucker. You could have helped us out then. So you got out the same way we did. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. He could have helped us with some magic and making it no trouble at all, and he didn't. But that's neither here nor there. Tell me, you haven't seen glowing beetles anywhere, have you? I have, in fact. They're strange and wondrous insects, luminescent with the golden light of magla. If you do have any, I'd sure like to take them off your hands.
Look at this.
A glowing bug? I feel like we've captured at least one. Yeah, we must have like 5 or 6 by now. Oh ho, this is it! A genuine gold beetle! I must reward you for your efforts. Here, take this. Arcane Dragon Blood. What the fuck is that? Restores the magla that surrounds your body. Maybe you'll find a use for it yet.
What's this?
Wow, that's incredible. Are you sure you want to exchange it for a worthless bug? Is it like a full MP restore? Is that what it is? Just who are you? I'm but an old man with a passion for insects. I only ended up in that worm's stomach because I was too absorbed in catching specimens to notice my surroundings. You're traveling all about the country, are you not? If you find more gold beetles, could you bring them to me? If you hear that familiar chitter, give the area a quick look. Collect 12 of them for me, and I'll give you this Venom Ward charm next.
All good.
Okay, well, we definitely don't have 12. I mean, sure. If we find any more gold beetles along the way, we'll come see you again. The gold beetles you've acquired can be exchanged for secret treasure by talking to the elderly entomophile in Brylehaven. Is entomo a word for bugs, I guess? Bug lover? The more gold beetles you collect, the better the items you'll receive. Keep a lookout for gold beetles wherever you go. Cool. A special insect covered in magla glows with a golden hue. It absorbs ambient magla in its habitat, and evidence suggests minute differences in their environments translate into differences in their biology. Though they give off a golden light, it fades quickly upon death, so they have no monetary value to the layman. However, there is apparently one eccentric in the world who collects them with a passion. And we found him. Anything else to say?
Hey there!
We found some more. How many more do you need? What can I exchange them for? 11 more for a total of 12. I'll give you this Venomwood charm. Okay. 13 more on top of that for a total of 25. I'll give you Claw Breakers. An additional 13 for 38. A Flame Seal Corselet. And an additional 8 for 46. I'll give you my greatest treasure, the Dragon's Fall. Finding that many is no small challenge, but I believe you can do it. Right, well. We will see what we can do. And let me just make sure we don't have what we need yet.
Hey there!
How many more do you need? Okay, I thought he'd tell me how many I have. Let's just try giving him some
Hey there!
then. Hand over. Let's see how many. You don't quite have enough. If you collect more insects, perhaps 3 will do. Okay, 3 more. Not bad, not bad. We will certainly look for those where we can. Can we go down here? Can we go up here?
Whoa!
That's quite the boat. I wonder if the spectators are coming to the Colosseum aboard it. Mayhaps, mayhaps. We can't turn the camera here, by the way, which is odd. Usually, the other bits you have been able to turn the camera. I say, old chap, who takes your fancy today? I believe I shall play it safe and place my wager on the monsters. I'll take a punt on the Parapus fighter as a long shot. If he dies, well, that'll be its own amusement. Great. Oh, indeed. I'm sure I'd enjoy that as well. The beasts are most entertaining when they've gone mad with bloodlust. Yay. So fun. Oh, there's one. Nice. 2 more. 2 more, to be sure. After I collect my reward from the Colosseum, I'll treat you all to a stonking great meal. That's our captain, a real man among men you are. Entering the Colosseum is what makes a real sailor. It's the Oceania way to impress someone. Yeah, we will absolutely be having to fight in the Colosseum at some point. You don't put a Colosseum in the game and not have the player fight in it, you know? It just doesn't happen. But probably can't do anything with it just yet, I'm sure. Maybe whilst we're here, that'll be one of the challenges or something. Fight in the Colosseum. Who have we got? The Spirited Receptionist and the Taciturn Receptionist. What do you want? An Elder? You're a candidate too? Well, I don't know why you're here, but I can't let you in right now. But with the sea this buzzing, when the Colosseum does open, I'm sure it'll be a smash hit.
Do you need something?
The exhibition of the brave is further ahead, and the Colosseum naturally is closed for the event. Makes sense, makes sense. Did you think you could stride into battle without registering first? The cheek. We'll need to have a chat first, mate. Okay. Well, yeah, looks like a big old fight arena in there. Cool. We will be back here at some point. But I believe that is everything here, which means we can head to the Inn District then. Whee.
Fancy a ride? Nice and easy.
Lovely jubbly. Anything hidden around back here? Looking for 2 more gold bugs. Oh, hey, Hulkenberg.
Whoa!
You can really see the king's face from here, huh? I'd realized 'twas slowly moving, but its coming to Briarhaven was beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came.
Yes.
I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evident that we are being observed, as we've seen from Coronation Rock. Well, maybe that's actually for the better. Seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future.
Okay then.
Anyway, we'd better get to finding an inn we can stay at. Indeed. Badum-tsh. The fuck was that noise?
Ridiculous.
Even now, His Majesty's face watches on. Once the exhibition of the brave is over with, it's on to Monterio next, I suppose. I never thought that I'd see the royal palace entire borne aloft, let alone on skybound pilgrimage to Euchronia's 3 great cities. Royal magic, and what a tremendous magic it is indeed.
Ridiculous.
Hello, you look like you're going to have a unique portrait.
Leave it to me.
Apparently not. I promise I will help anyone who is in trouble. Out of money? Don't want to die? Simply ask Jin to guide you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Actually, I'm having some issues with my work. Of course, don't worry. I'm well versed in Briarhaven's economic affairs. He's definitely shady.
Ridiculous.
He looks like he has a unique model. I'm very surprised that bro did not have a portrait. Okay, so there's 3 inns for us to check, I guess. So before we go that way, let's check right and left first, I suppose. So what is over this way?
Gone clammy all over in this humidity I have.
Anything much? Not seeing
my.
much.
Oh.
Any gold bugs?
This is the best.
And it's just really cool looking. It's just really cool looking. What a pretty view. And that sea breeze is so refreshing. True. And that's another interview done and dusted. The next candidate I'm meeting with is... Wait, I've got to interview Master Godot first. I was told to prioritize candidates from the Sanctus Church, after all. What are you standing there for? Can't you see I'm working? Clear off and come back later. Wow. Gotta prioritize that. That's definitely not shady. Check Night Prowler? What? What's the Night Prowler?
Hey,
Hey, what's that place over there? What do you think it's for? Oh, like that little... Oh, that place is a separate thing. Oh, I see. Okay. I guess we won't have access to that until later then? No option to go there from here, is there?
How's it going?
Night Prowler? No. Alright, guess we will be back here later. Not seeing any golden bugs or anything?
Gone clammy all over. What do I do? Whoa!
You're in the tournament too. Huh, strange to see an Elder involved. Oh, but speaking of strange, I hear there's a pagan candidate in the competition now too. He's got no chance of winning, of course. The church won't stand for it. Sanctists and pagans are like chalk and cheese. They'll never get along. Yeah, we just met him. He's the guy with the massive hat. Shout out, my guy with a massive hat. Okay, we can't go into the tavern yet. Anything hiding around the back here? Nope.
The tool of the state.
Roger,
arrives.
alright, Rog. Well met, young elder. I saw you earlier in Martira. Impressive what you did in that town, what? Just a hunch of mine, but wasn't a noble behind all those abductions? That's exactly the kind of thing those rich bastards would do for fun. What makes you think that?
What?
Well, I mean, all nobles think about is exploiting the common people. Didn't you hear my speech? We need freedom, not taxes and laws. In essence, those who earn the most on their own merits are the winners. You and I might be battling it out to decide that soon.
No telling
What a sudden rip-off that boat from the royal capital was. I saved up all my money to strike it rich by betting big, and now it's all gone. Damn it. Hey, it's getting lively out there. We'll have customers queuing up in no time.
What is it?
The Spider's Den. Wait, this place, I mean, I guess it looks like an inn, but don't you think it feels way too dodgy? Since we've got so many options, could we not look for somewhere a little nicer? I mean, we can, but I'm pretty sure they said that everywhere else is going to be booked up, didn't we? I bet we're going to try the other 3 places. They're all going to say they're booked up, and then we have to come back here. That is what I'm guessing is going to happen. But,
what is it?
we will see, we will see. Lots of people to chat to before we actually go in.
Our business is done.
You're a professor considered a strong candidate in the tournament. How are you feeling?
Yes.
I'm finding it hard to believe this headhunt was proposed and accepted for the exhibition of the brave. It's positively boorish. By which you mean? It has only revealed that these would-be monarchs are little more than bloodthirsty brutes, killers of intelligent life. Has it not? Shallow-minded oafs eradicating resources with no consideration for the future. If they cared for this country, they'd offer their own heads. What brilliant logic! I'd expect nothing less from our era's finest thinker. Truly giga-brained. For real, for real. Can't go down here. No. Anything hiding around here? I'm like properly on the lookout for these gold bugs now. Oh, it's this fucking guy, the one that's like beauty above all else.
What is it you require?
What is it you require? You there. You have a look about you like one of my supporters, are you? No. No need to be shy, dear boy. Finding yourself drawn to beauty is only natural after all.
Yeah.
Beauty is all is my creed, and more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like this golden coral pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this. This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyway. Oh, so it's talking to the people in front of it that rules it out. I see.
That's terribly unfair.
You must be pleased knowing that your precious Lord Milo is staying in the room next to ours. Milo? What about him? Well, you're not jealous, are you? Of course not. Don't be absurd. It's just that, well, how do I know you won't?
That's enough now.
Seriously? Aren't you a little old to be jealous? You're just embarrassing yourself, darling. Lol, Lamau. Oh. The inn turns away all who are not of the nobility. It's infuriating. Please don't take this the wrong way, but do I no longer look the part? I mean...
Hey, you.
You lot aren't from around these parts. What's all this then? Looking for a place to stay. Guests, you say? Well, there's been a murderer prowling around lately. What?
Really now?
And the only scum I can imagine doing something as horrible as that are Parapus or Elda. Let's both hope that a guest is all you are. Wow, okay, my guy. This fountain feels wonderfully cool and refreshing. I wonder if it's using ocean water. Want to taste it and see? You go ahead.
Hey.
Loveless. Is this the first time we've seen this guy? I've heard him mentioned a few times, but I don't remember actually seeing him before. Looks cool. Look who's here! You're that elder fellow from Martira, aren't you? I guess we both got ourselves marks for the exhibition. Were you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint you if so, because I just got tossed out on my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full, and the one calling itself the Cum One. What? Oh. I thought it was like a proper pause Cum One, but it's Cum One, Cum All. Okay. I wasn't reading the deck. That is such an unfortunate place for a line break. Are you calling yourself the Cum One? Because that's an interesting name to choose. Come one, come all in. Poof, some joke, eh? Is there anywhere else to stay? There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Coral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Forden stay. A Parapus or an Elda staying there. Fat bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Coral, but that one's twice as pricey. Rumours say that's where you'll find Luis, naturally. Probably bought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
I guess.
You think so? Guess we'd better avoid that one then. Not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as other options go, there's the Spider's Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking Ujief standing out front, smiling all creepy-like. Puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle.
Huh?
I doubt we'd get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't anyway. Not that this Spider's Den sounds much better. Then again, there's no way we're getting into the Golden Coral, so we might not have a choice. Should we go check it out? Called it. That is what I said would happen, and it did. Any more golden bugs around here? No.
Hi there!
Okay, she's adorable. We saw her in the crowd at the Grand Cathedral in that cutscene before we all set off. I saw you in Martyra, didn't I? Another participant in the tournament, right? Were you planning to stay at this inn? Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because of the exhibition, everywhere's full up. After I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time too.
I see.
That's so. If this place is no good, we'll have to look for somewhere else. But wait, that gauntlet runner of yours, the one you had parked in the middle of Martyra. Hey, come on, what sort of technology does it use? Let me in on it too. Who are you again?
What?
You're terrible, saying you don't remember me. I'm Lena Caden, the only daughter of the Caden Workshop. Just so you know, I'm participating too. I've got a real gauntlet runner of my own and everything. That means that if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. Okay, bye-bye. Right, was that everyone to talk to? I believe so.
My.
We spoke to you, didn't we? Yeah, okay. So, let's go check out
What is it?
the shithole. Oh, on the hunt for lodging, are we? I've got a spare room available. I won't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals, persecuted tribes. Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away.
Enjoy your stay.
Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards.
Kind of freaky.
This place seems really shady, but we might as well look at the room. Bro is the shadiest motherfucker in the game. Oh, that's so
Should've
grim.
figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travellers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
I'd rather sleep in the runner, not gonna lie.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Well, you do have a really small head.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut.
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Luis.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
I do. We have to trust her.
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, the
Bro,
bounty still says I'm a
You know
kidnapper.
full well we would never take that option.
Dash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
It
Oh,
won't
haha,
be.
very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflects.
Katharina up there next to him.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
Yeah.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
Not gonna
Well, he
lie,
has a point about what
I don't
people
think
tend
Bro
to
even
follow.
looks good, so...
What? This really doesn't bother you. It isn't right.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military
I'd say this
power,
guy's
the
face is
crown's
more
voice
handsome than
means
Milo's.
nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head. Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear, for Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by
The
force?
guy saying for Rousant pride, was he a Rousant? It didn't look like he had the ears.
Queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex 4.
Everyone's in the running, my guy.
Backwards geezer. He's just not wasting his time on
The
these
king did not set up
wingbacks.
this tournament.
I confess,
The state did.
I know not how
Doesn't
to
matter
feel.
if you're in the tournament or not. It's just whoever has the most popularity.
never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
Oh, there's the fucking dickhead. There's Lovelace.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Right, he's the guy promising free booze for everyone forever. Because that's sustainable.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Ooh, he does not like being compared to Luis. Interesting.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Sure am.
Strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, There are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious.
Oh,
Shall
is
I
this
sing
a fishing
shanty for you
introduction?
as you
Okay.
Take up rod and reel, Captain.
Fishing minigame. Historically, I do not like fishing minigames, but we will see how this one is. I caught some weird, creepy creature. Okay, never mind. I guess we're not actually
really edible.
Doing a minigame right now.
Doesn't look quite natural.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, tis delicious. The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
I love Hulkenberg, dude.
I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
At least we'll die together.
At least we'll die together.
Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through. Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martyra, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
How'd you hear about it? Well, no, he's the crier. He would have heard about it. I had to do something.
With a problem like that, I had to do something.
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the pack so soon. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you. All right?
All right.
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Ba-dum-bum.
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Oh, stop auto. Joanna and Barden should reach the city by morning. And I imagine they will aim to find us in our gauntlet runner. Neurus ought to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the gauntlet runner. Memorandum. Katharina? Why are we getting a Katharina one now? A candidate in the tournament for the throne, a perilous bounty hunter of unrivaled skill. Though some scoff and consider her promise to place bounties on the rich absurd, she has garnered modest support. Most of that support comes from the poor people of her tribe, but there's also a contingency who've come to support her after seeing she was a youthful beauty. I feel like we should have got that, like, in any one of the previous meetings that we've had with her. But sure. I assume we can't go out. No. Eesh. The other candidates' speeches seem practically identical. I'd not trust those types with the country myself. Is there no one who can truly rival Luis or Forden? Briarhaven is positively rife with tourists. I myself have long awaited the delicacies here, and indeed, 'twas so delicious I wish to eat every fish in the restaurant's tank. Fish so fresh it still wriggles in the mouth. Now that's a Port City specialty. Yeah, great. What's that look about? You don't find it appetizing? No. No, I don't. I have a favor to ask of you. Would you mind lending me any unused blankets? What do you use them for? Dampening the sound, is it? For defense, you understand. Oh, just in case. Otherwise, while I'm sleeping, I'd be unprotected against... Apologies. Against bugs. I want no contact with them whatsoever, awake or asleep. So I thought I might bundle myself in blankets at night. Yes, I know this place is warm as it is. Yes, I'm prepared for the inevitable night sweats. Nevertheless, I'd be grateful to have any spare blankets. Alrighty. Bedtime. If I'm done for the day, should I retire for the night? Indeed.
Good
and
night.
Tomorrow is the day. Time marches on.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Flames Day.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
They'll come.
No. They'll come.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
You do that. Enjoy. What the fuck? Oh, they're already here.
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctuaress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a bally thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand.
Do you think she's going to survive the day?
Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes.
Because she's going to confess her sins. That's going to make Forden look really bad. And I wonder if Forden will immediately order her execution or something to try and save face and not have her crimes tied to him. Because if Forden does nothing, like he might just denounce it or something, but if he does nothing, then people are going to go, "Oh, that sanctuaress did that." You know, Forden is the leader of the sanctuaresses. What she does reflects on him, kind of thing. So unless he takes like a drastic action, like ordering her immediate execution, then you know, I feel like it's going to be tied to him and he wouldn't want that. So I'm curious if she will actually survive the day.
To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent.
Are you kidding me,
I mean,
Stroll?
We're hardly icons of virtue ourselves.
I mean, there's a slight difference between we're hardly icons of virtue and this lady literally murdered so many children. Like, I get it. I have sympathy and empathy for the situation that she was in, and the fact that she clearly had some kind of mental break around that fucking human kid. But she still murdered a shitload of kids, my dude. It's like...
In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
I'd really rather not. I intend to.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Oh boy. I am very interested to see how this goes. Ah, we're doing it in the Colosseum. Nice, nice.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin.
Woo!
Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor and that fellow over there. A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer.
I don't think we've heard of her
We've
before.
met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Neat.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm
Ooh,
afraid
unique
you've rather got me on
portrait.
the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood.
Not great at
And,
improvisation, huh?
Well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister.
Oh.
Public speaker, are you?
Interesting. Okay.
So she's a saint?
The
Well,
healer
she
and the
seems like a
singer.
nice enough lady.
We better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Dido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
Bro caught a large tuna. An exceptional
I've no
cod.
taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
Smart man.
Stand up, fellow, my good people.
That'll get some
Strength
votes.
And compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start. Is there anyone who can top this? I can. And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Glodell the Black Hound! One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
That does not look like a human's head.
Where's your proof?
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Glodell, we're very much obliged. You may step down.
Fail.
Now, on to the next.
What have we got here? God damn. Forden brought a cow.
That thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea? Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Forden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
That is a big moo-moo. Bro is stun locked.
He's more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine, because as is, it's like it's sort of worth double our vote because our thing is going directly against Forden, and so for every one we gain for the votes he loses, like it sort of counts for 2, right? Because we're going up 1, he's going down 1. So yeah, it's all right.
It'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now. Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation.
What was he explaining?
Now, we've had quite
Did he not have anything to show?
here, but our last is coming up now. This should
We were the
wrap up
last
our
ones?
show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden boy, would please join us on the stage.
Are we gonna get booed because we're Elden? No boos? Okay, cool.
Where's their head?
Oh boy.
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martyra? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Here we go.
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. You chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified.
Time to get explaining.
On the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martyra. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd. Speak sense, woman.
Master Heisme is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, Captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events.
Hey, Batlin, you said you wanted to fucking spice things up.
Ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter.
Imposter?
She's got to be.
Sus?
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctuaress.
We should vent her out the airlock.
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
What, does he have the fucking power of seeing if people are telling the truth or something?
Word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance.
She's gonna be killed. I called this.
Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king. It is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
I will. I promise.
Yeah, call that. He couldn't be shown to have any tie to her at all. At the moment that came out, he had to do that, or he'd have been fucked. Totally a believable outcome. Didn't see that coming.
Sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
Oof. Oh my god! Oh, we're in top 50! Holy shit! We're in top 50! Was it top 20 that get protected by the King's magic? I think it was top 20, maybe? I can't remember. After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince. God damn. What a crazy scene.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
Yeah, he'll want to tell the town himself.
I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work,
yeah.
I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. It's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
Oh, it's Luis's, yep.
You are passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
I mean, we're playing along, right? We gotta make ourselves seem like his friends, so right.
Right. It worked for us.
Well said. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Oh,
Last
definitely.
time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you?
Cool. Oh.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
What's that supposed to mean? Was she hitting on us?
Master Luis?
Was I reading that correctly?
Was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Oh, savage.
Damn it. What's so special about those fools?
That is savage. Love that. Big fan of that.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
I don't think it is a trap. It's not a done deal.
It's not a done deal.
Still, it is a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge, and the risk paid off. We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
How fares His Highness, anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
I mean, it's not expected
do you know
to.
where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
Yeah, it'll be on his ship.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
It's in his gauntlet runner.
Wouldn't that be inside his gauntlet runner?
It's as good a chance as any. Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Yeah.
Good point. Let's just wait for word then.
It do be making of the senses. Ooh.
Joanna, a backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
Curious. What the fuck does he mean by that? What experience does he have with elders previously that has made him say something like that? So that implies he has like a long history with elders against him. But as far as we know, elders are not common at all. We literally have not met another one in this entire game. And yeah, I'm curious.
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
I feel like that like, I can get where he's coming from, but I feel like that wouldn't work, because your biggest opposer is still Luis, who is obviously opposing the church. So, like, you need to be focusing on making sure he doesn't win, because he's the only one currently, as far as these guys know, that is in with a shot, really. And so, focusing on proving your piety, he's obviously not going to do that, and everyone that is not interested in you will then just switch to him, because they'll be like, well, this is a bit rigged, isn't it? So, I don't know if that's the best idea.
I assume you have a plan.
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater heights.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Okay, fucking ladder climber. What is she doing here, by the way? I'm trying to remember what they said about what she does. Like, she came here as a judge, obviously, but, like, she's sisters with Juna, who is on Luis's side, and yet she's here, like, in the center of the Sanctist, like, leadership. So I'm curious how that relationship plays out, if they are on opposite sides of this war, essentially.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you,
Rella, that was her name.
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Bad news, friends. The fact that she's brought up that such a possibility of a relic that nullifies the king's magic existing means that one definitely does exist and will be found. And that is how we will be able to continue to fight even when we're in the top 20 or whatever. It's because this relic will nullify the protection magic, and so anything attacking us doesn't get chained up or anything. That's how they'll do it. Interesting. Interesting.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Most interesting.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Time marches on.